Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Springfield. Boy, I love this seafront section. It's starting to look really cool. We've got this space here, which today, hopefully, we're going to start filling with a building that I have never seen before. Apparently, it's Plato's Casino. So I looked into it, and apparently, it's off an episode that I haven't seen, where Abe Simpson, or Grandpa Simpson, gets some inheritance off his sister and goes here. I don't know. I've never seen it. Maybe you guys can inform me a little bit more about it. But it's a really, really cool looking building. It's pink, obviously. It's got some really cool pillars that we can do some fun stuff with. And what about the shape? The shape is so, so cool. However, we need to work out exactly how far back we need to do this. So let's grab where these steps are going to go. We see these little steps right at the front. Let's put these down. I've cut down the blocks that I think we might need. I think maybe one block high would be a good start for the building foundation to be. And then the steps will obviously be out here like this. I think we've got enough room width-wise. Definitely now I'm here. So we'll have something like that. There's 5 pillars along the front. So maybe that should be our next thing to try and do. How centralized are we? We're not very centralized, so if we do like the second pillar in, and I'm going to use these carpenter blocks, and I'll show you why, because if we pillar these up, we then paint them pink, what we can do is we can actually put the quartz texture on it. That one. So it's the, oops. God damn it. There. So you actually get the quartz texture on a pink block, and it's going to make a really, really nice pillar. Super nice pillar. So I think maybe we do a pillar every 2 blocks. Does that sound about right to you? I think that probably sounds right. So like that. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be our... Oh no, that's 4. And I can count. Believe me, I can. And 5. That gives us our width. Now, it's actually not as big as I thought. In fact, that is like really small. So I think we probably want to scale this up. I know I've done that block wrong. I've just noticed. That needs to be another block out. But still, that won't really, I don't think, be quite big enough. So let's go out to about here, I think, because we've got some pillars to go down this section. Let's take these pillars away. Oh, I like how the quartz texture actually runs along the top of the block as well. Okay, so maybe we have 1 here, and then 3 blocks in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So it's now 3 blocks between each pillar instead of 2 blocks. I think that gives a much better width. I think that's a nice size, nice bigger feel to it. However, this end one, this is where it doesn't work in Minecraft. These end pillars seem to be down here, but then these ones are on top of the foundation, and they don't line up, but they do on the picture. It's like an optical illusion. So we're gonna have to do it like that, and just admit that there's a visual error in the picture that wouldn't work in a real building scenario. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just believe me in saying that's the best way that we can do it. And then we have a little bit of a walkway out the front. I should probably grab a wand. Oh, in capital letters, apparently. Maybe 3 blocks wide. We sort of want a nice wide path here. Set to stone. And then we have a fountain out the front. This is why we had to leave such a huge amount of room out here to be able to do this. Now, I want to actually fill this with water. I've got a bucket of water in my inventory, but that means that we're going to have to use full blocks, obviously, to be able to do that. So it'll be something like this, I think. There. Because if we don't use full blocks and we use the Carpenters blocks, the water isn't going to go right up to the edge. But I think that's actually a pretty good shape for it. In fact, I think if I move this 1 block out, I think it'd look even better. So that one, oops, that one, and that one. Yeah, that's like perfect shape. Okay, and then fill this with water. I could use World Edit for this, but to be honest, it's gonna be just as fast to do this. If it was square, I could use world edit, but as it's a funny shape, it's just easier to do it like this. And then we have some pillars in the middle. Now, I don't know how many pillars there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. There's apparently 9. I don't know if we can fit 9 in. It would be like 1 there. 1. Obviously, you don't want them next to each other. I tell you what, if we use these blocks, the trouble is I've said this before in other series, they don't join up. The water doesn't go right to it. But it would make a better sort of size. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then probably start on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1 in the middle. 9. You know, I think the water is going to be such a small deal. I love the size of these pillars so much that I think we have to keep it. And then we're going to add another one to the top here. Like that. And then the next section will sort of sit above that. Is that a good height, or should we even go 1 higher? I think, looking at it and walking through it, it should be at least 1 block higher. Maybe even 2. But we don't want to go any taller than this until we get the next section of the building in. So we have the main part of the building is going to come along here. We're going to have the doors in. I don't know how we're going to do these doors. Maybe something like that. So it's got like two wide doors in there. If you imagine what that would look like. And obviously we still need to pillar up the pillar ones. But that would give us two wide doors, which I think is like perfect. And 1 block down the edge, because we have the stone runs down the sides as well as the front. Down here and down here. What a really cool building. I'm half tempted to YouTube search this episode. I think, from what I was reading it very, very quickly just to try and find out what it was about. I think the episode's called Old Money. I might be wrong, but I think the episode was called Old Money. It said on the Simpsons wiki. I nearly said Minecraft wiki then. I've never said Simpsons wiki before. There's a wiki for everything. Any game that you have ever played in your life, there is probably a wiki for, no doubt. Okay, and then there'll be pillars down this side as well. Now, again, there's 5 pillars down the side. If we do 3 blocks between each one, it'll sort of work out pretty nicely, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I think we've got basically the size that we need. And if we do the same thing on the back as we do on the front, it should sort of lay itself out beautifully. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. I think we've got it right. From what, like, I can only see so far ahead of a build. Like, you know, when you're thinking about it, you're like, would that be right? And I can only see like maybe 3 or 4 layers ahead of where I am. Similar to how a snooker player. I'm a huge snooker fan. I really like snooker. If you like snooker too, you might have been disappointed by the recent televised one, Champion of Champions. It was an awful. Everybody played really, really terrible, and I ended up hardly watching any of it. But snooker players can sort of see up to sort of 7 or even more shots ahead of the shot that they're on. Super, super clever. I am not quite that clever. I can only see sort of a few layers of blocks in front of Minecraft. And when I'm playing snooker, I'm definitely not thinking about 7 shots ahead. I'm thinking about the shot I'm on. I'm not very good at it. I really enjoy snooker, but it's really not one of my things. I put those in the wrong place. They're meant to go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the end. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Alright, that's a pretty cool looking blueprint actually. Imagine the little grass bushes up either side. That'll go really well. So now we need to work out exactly how high the first floor. I can see this being a 2-story casino. definitely. So we probably want a 3-high doorway, which would be up to here. Like that. I think that's about right. And then I think the level of the whatchamajig, the overhang, whatever you want to call it, would be on about that level, which is 1 block taller than what we thought, which is sort of the idea that we had. I like that. I like that for a height. I think it's pink. Yeah, it looks a little bit white, this part, but I think it's just the light of the pink on it. And it's got a blue layer with then like pink above and below it. Now, I reckon if we get this blue wool and we get this pink half slab, we might be able to do it. So we have the blue in the middle, and then we have a pink below and on top. And imagine that sort of wrapping all the way around. And then we get this pink one to go up the middle of these, 1 block higher. I think it's good. I think that's really, really good. And I tell you what we'll do as well. I'm going to grab our water back. And I'm just going to place water down underneath these grass blocks. Just so it makes a little bit more, or just so you can't tell that there's sort of a pillar block going down the middle. It might just trick your eye. Or would that be better? And have them sort of... I think I like that. I think I like that better, in fact. If we just take away the bottom ones, it's like a trick of the mind. The pillars are actually sort of floating, but it looks like they're going straight into it. Yeah, I do. I really like that. Okay, and then we can put the block set perfect. Oh, excellent. Okay, then we'll run this down the side. And same down this side as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then I think we should probably maybe come out 1 more block and then... No, come out like that. And then run it into the building. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Oh, what a lovely shape. Okay. Something like that. And then we can get these ones just to make it a little bit more rounder. You just got to make sure you click it right in the right spot. You got to get like right in the corner for them to go diagonally. We can only do this on the blue part, though. We won't be able to do this on the pink part, but it should still help with the sort of roundness of it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pink goes along the top here. And I think I want to put the pink over it like this. Like, just hanging over the edge slightly. Okay. Now, if you're doing this in vanilla Minecraft, I recommend not doing it in pink, and I'll tell you why. Because in pink you can't get slabs and you can't get these sort of cobblestone wall style blocks. However, if you look at the building itself and you only build it in blocks that you can do in vanilla Minecraft, it would look stunning. In fact, it would probably look better in normal default Minecraft blocks than it does here. And I really do think that if you imagine like using cobblestone pillars for these sections, using quartz pillar blocks for the pillars that go up, maybe doing it out of like maybe stone brick or something like that for the main casino shape, boy would it look cool. It would look like a real casino for sure. It's definitely got that sort of expensive casino feel about it, just the shape of the building itself. Try it. Try building this in vanilla Minecraft, and I bet you'll like it more after you've done it than this pink one does. Obviously, we're doing it in pink because we're matching it to the Simpsons one. But in vanilla Minecraft, I think it would actually look better. Honestly. Okay. Go out to there. Yes. Oh, that looks so cool. Really, really cool. Now, I need to slab up the top here. Obviously, we need to go all the way on every single block. This takes so long to do because you've got to get them so precise like that. But that'll all be filled in. And then we have pillars above it again. So let me fill it in top and bottom, and then I'll come back, okay? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Imagine that we're in quartz slabs below. Cobblestone walls going down, quartz slabs on top. Oh, vanilla Minecraft. Beautiful, beautiful building to build. Okay, and I also added just some pillar texture to that. Down the side here, it looks pretty basic. In fact, it looks so basic that I think I'm actually going to make it a little bit more interesting afterwards. This is 35.6. So we just fill this in. Set to 35.6. But yeah, it looks so basic and flat walled. I see there's a little window sort of on the same level as the blue, which we can put in, no problem. But the walls here look very, very blank, and I think that we can dress that up just a little bit. So we're gonna have the packed ice that seems to run down the entire length of the building, which I like. I really like that sort of feel for it. Down the back here, we'll leave it blank, and it down this side is all packed ice. And then that, and I might as well fill this in here like that. We have the blue, a dark blue to go around the lip here, the edge of it, just to sort of make the window stand out a little bit. This is something, there we go, unfortunately that you can't do in vanilla Minecraft, and it is my favourite feature in sort of these Microblocks, is being able to make the windows really stand out. I do it on every single building. I mean, look at the windows around there. It just makes them really, really pop. It's the only thing. These little blocks that I've got in my hand right now, if we had these little blocks for every single block in vanilla Minecraft, I would be extremely happy. I would be the happiest man alive. Just being able to do that, just specifically for windows. Like, they could call them window surrounds or even window ledges or something like that in vanilla Minecraft. And I don't know how you would craft them. Maybe they could put a saw in just specifically for that. But if they couldn't bring all the Microblocks to vanilla Minecraft, because obviously it makes it's a lot of work, I suppose, on the console itself. If they couldn't do them all, just put that in. It would be amazing. Okay, we'll do 3 blocks above the pink here. So I'm just gonna put those around. Grab our wand back. It's somewhere here. And then boop. And boop. Boop. Like that. And like that. And I think that's probably where the height of the second floor is going to be. Somewhere along there. But as you can see, these walls are very, very blank. And I think what I'm going to do is just do something really, really simple. Like maybe run that up. You're not even going to be able to see it that well, because obviously it's pink, the same block as, or the same color as the building itself. But I think it'll just really, really help. So I think we want that one. And that one, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then like there, and there. Let's just see what it looks like. I just want something that is a little, something that just draws your eye, or not draws your eye, because you don't want people looking at the wall, but just so it doesn't look quite as boring on the side. And then up here as well. On there. 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 Ugh! Reach. Stretch, my little Minecraft arms. Build these blocks that are too far away for you to place. Yeah, I like that. Once that's all around the building with the pillars in front of it, it won't be quite as glaring as that. It looks very dark, but that's just because of the shadow. And I think that'll really, really help. Okay. Above, we then have these pillars that come through. So we need to grab our Carpenters Blocks back again. We want these pillars to come through and up here. One there. One there. One there. And then this one comes up the side. Like that. And like that. All of these still need to be pillar textured, obviously, but that looks pretty sick. And then we have these ones back again. Now on the picture it looks like these are in line with that one. Should we do that? Should we keep them in line? Would it be there? Nope. Would it be there? That looks like the one. So it'd be 1 2 3 4. That one. And then that one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be sitting so much further forward than the rest of the building, though. That's my only trouble. Like, on the picture, this is, like, really close to the front wall. But because we have a walkway big enough to be able to walk through here, it's going to move all of this forward, isn't it? That's the problem. In the picture itself, you hardly have a single block of walkway between the fountain and the front doors. In fact, it looks like you basically not even got one block in order to walk through. So in order to build this in Minecraft and make it somewhat usable to walk around, we are going to have this a little bit more further up the front. But I think maybe just 2 blocks high would be enough, and then just have a pink block sitting on top of it. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we'll have this pink on here. Obviously, I think we're going to round this off, though, with the angle blocks. And then I'm going to bring it down to, like... No, I'm going to do it to there, maybe. And then just bring it back and see what that looks like when we back off. Okay, quickly fill this in. How are we doing for time? Okay-ish. We've got a couple of minutes left. A few minutes left. There and there. Yeah, no, that works. That works really well. In fact, we're getting that sort of real pillared, staggered look now. It's starting to come together. We'll put that there, there, and there. And there. I love these blocks too. I like the slope blocks in general, not just because you can put them sideways, but they come in really handy for roofs. The sloped roofs look really good, even for little points like that. Really, really nice. Okay, beautiful. And then we won't be able to write Plato's Republic, I think it says. I expect maybe Plato's Republic Casino. Sounds right. But we should be able to write at least Plato's on the roof, but we just won't be able to write it on here. I think that's fair enough to say, though, isn't it? Okay, and then we have a pink layer above here where the roof is going to start. Now, we're not going to be able to get this completely done this episode. There's still quite a fair bit to do, unfortunately. But we can get just the sort of surrounding, at least. There. Down this side. Ooh. Wonderful. And one more. Yeah, I really like these pillars, though, going up the side. Once everything's all filled in, I bet you guys will like it more than you do at the moment. Okay, beautiful. I think that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Next episode, we've got the roof, we've got the writing, we've got the plants, we've got the rest of these little mini pillars to do. I might do that off camera. And then we've got these little sort of angel things on the corner. I don't think we're going to be able to get them that close, but we might mix a couple of, like, packed ice and stone together to do that. And then some sort of ginger character on the front, which I don't really know what it is. Maybe his name is Plato. Maybe that's what Plato looks like in the episode. I don't know. Maybe if I saw it, it would make it a little bit easier. If you guys like the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I shall see you in the next episode. Bye!